But away from Cuba, we look at football. Still in the house with me is Joseph Agwo, a football coach. And let's not look at the Under-17 Women World Cup going on in India. Nigeria is in the same group with Germany, Chile, and Switzerland.
Yes.
From a 1-0 loss in the first half, we are leading 1-0. The German side, who are the European side, won the match. Tell us about that particular encounter.
It's quite unfortunate that Nigeria lost to the first match to Germany. You see, the Nigerian were able to score the first goal. What will you do as a coach? You just have to look at the pedigree of the game. If it is for you to tighten up your defense, you tighten up your defense and make sure that the midfield is not open for you not to concede a goal. But it's quite unfortunate the coach couldn't read the game very well, and the Germans were converted the first goal and went ahead by scoring the second goal, which is a very poor performance. If you watch the game, you observe that the defense was not moving the way it ought to be. It was a shallow defense, and that was why the Germans were able to break in and get the 2 goals against 1.
Historically, we've not won this tournament before. I'm sure since when we started a long time ago.
Yes.
I think New Zealand in 2008.
Yes.
It's just a possibility that we win our second match. I
will be sincere with you. We may not, because if you watch the Switzerland, they had the 3rd place finish in the last edition, and they lost their first match to Chile. Now it will be very difficult for Nigerians to win this game because of the nature of what the games they play. To me, if you watch out the Chileans, you observe that they are a very good side. Then the Switzerland play more better than Nigeria in this encounter. Okay, back in the days, Nigeria were able to get to quarterfinal in 2010. In 2012, they did the same thing. In 2014, they were able to get into a quarterfinal as well. Then in 2016, it was a disastrous outing. Nigeria lost to Brazil 0-1, drew 0-0 to England, and lost to North Korea 0-3, who were the eventual winner of that edition.
So without repeat itself, I know that after having a record of quarterfinal and a record of coming out of the group stage, except that one you just mentioned,
yes.
What do you think will happen looking at the group stage of this tournament?
Looking at the group stage of this tournament, I know that the coach has learned from his defeat, and I believe in the capacity of coaching. If he can go out there, study his opponent, and make sure that he wins the next match, which is going to be played on Friday against the Switzerland, I think that will give the girls the confidence to go all out against Chile. And if such is done, I believe Nigeria will move to quarter-final.
Let me ask you a question. Ghanaians have only been the best African side in this tournament on the 17 Women World Cup.
That is true.
The 3rd place in a particular year. What was it with us that in Africans that we don't win this? Meanwhile, under 17 men, boys under 17,
yes.
Nigeria is the record holder. They've won it 5 times.
That is true.
Is there a difference between under 17 that Nigeria win, men's under 17 that we have won 5 times, and women under 17 that we've not even won once? Not even any African side has won that. Do you think there's any difference?
There is. The reason why I say there is a difference is because when the Nigerian as a nation, they pay more priority to men's football than the female football. I think that is one of the reasons why you see that men's football has been performing very well in this in the little stage. Although the Nigerian female team have been performing very well in the highest level than the lower level, which under 17 as at 2016 was able to produce people like Ashishat Oshola and Francisca Odega, which they are doing very well today in Nigerian football. Now, when you look at the male football, they pay more attention to male football, to female football, which is not good. Now, if you look at the Asian counterpart in this under-17, they have been performing very well. And Nigeria failed to learn, to cue in from this, from the style of play. There's something that we need to do. We need to go out there, study other countries, get to know what they have been doing to balance their team, both the male and the female team. If we do that, I think the women on the group stage will do more better, and before you know what, we'll be there. We'll be there.
One more question. We know that India is not a footballing nation.
That's true.
We know that. If it's cricket and some other sport, but it seems that cricket is one particular sport we know them for.
Yes.
They hosted on the 17 Men's World Cup. Yeah. They've given them this one they're hosting right now. What impact will this have? Will it revive football in India? It will.
It will. It will revive football in India, at least by 70%. The reason why is because if you watch out the spectator that came out to watch this under-17 female World Cup, it's alarming. Indians are not known for football. Yes, that is true. But because of this hosting right, it's bringing more education to the people of Indians, and more interested persons may come out. And before you know what, they will be there. But if we are able to do the same thing in this country, Nigeria is a footballing nation, but we fail to host tournament. And perhaps that is the reason why we are unable to dictate more talent to represent us in all international level. Nigeria have been doing very well in African level when it comes to female team. But we have to upgrade ourselves to make sure that we do perform in world stage. Our problem right now is world stage. They're trying to get it right. And if they continue like this, India will be a footballing nation.
And now let's come back to our group. In our group, we have the defending champion, European champion.
Yes.
The Germans.
Yes.
We also have
the Brazil,
Switzerland.
Switzerland is there.
Switzerland doing. Also, they were top in the last edition.
They were third
in the last edition.
Yes.
And Chile defeated Switzerland.
Yes.
With this analysis, there might not be any hope for us.
There may not be any hope. That is why I tell you that Switzerland will give a run. It will give a Nigerian run for their money, because they were third in their last edition and they lost to Chile. Now, it will be very difficult for Nigerians to go out there to win Switzerland, because they will want to qualify. That's why I said if the coach could look critically and study the game they have played against Chile, and if they can be able to capitalize on their mistake and win Switzerland, then come all out against the Chileans. Before you know it, we may win and we may not, because it's a game of sport. Okay,
now let me put you on the spot. Score, prediction scores. Let me start from who's definitely going to win, Nigeria or Switzerland.
I'm a Nigerian. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. So I won't give it to Switzerland at all. I'm giving a scoreline 2-1.
2-1 in favor of
Nigeria. Yeah, Flamingos. Yes.
That is interesting. We can't wait tomorrow. Friday tomorrow.
It's Friday.
Yes, that's on Friday. Sorry, Friday is not tomorrow. I can't just wait for the game to commence. That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow is Friday. But in a few days' time, we'll be having the Flamingos against Switzerland on the 17th, and we could only hope. Thank you very much, Joseph Agwo, for being part of this.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
This is all we could take on today's program. Don't forget, same time tomorrow, we'll be giving you all what you need to know in the world of sport. I remain Mudashiru Shitu. Thanks for watching.